what is up, Gotham fans? My name is Tommy from ZD Comics, and welcome to my review of Season 1, Episode 9, Harvey Dent. But before I get on, I want to talk about my new intro. You just watched it. I know it's awesome, and the person who created it is Ross Arnold. He has his very own YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. He does amazing things with effects and animation. Definitely check out his channel. He has one video that will also be in the link down below titled Superman versus Green Lantern. In that video, you can see all the amazing effects he creates, such as Superman's heat vision and Green Lantern's constructs. I highly recommend you check it out. Great videos, great person. He is the one that created my channel. Intro, literally you just saw it. I know it's awesome. I know I love it and everything. I want to know if you love it too. So if you like it, not only like this video, but also comment down below on your thoughts on my new intro. So without further ado, let's get started with this non-spoiler quick review of Gotham's episode 9 titled Harvey Dent. So this episode was kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, it had some explosions, but it was really just building up to next week's episode, which is going to be the fall finale. And now the fall finale's preview looked absolutely fantastic, but I don't want to get into that because I'd be spoiling. Anyway, this episode was good with character development, especially because it brought in a new character. His name is Harvey Dent. And we also get to see the appearance of a brand new character who is not in the comics titled Ian Hargrove. Now, you can look up Ian Hargrove's name, but he is not in the comic books. He is a character that was made for the TV show, and he could possibly be returning right now. He is in Arkham Asylum. He did not die, okay? That's only the spoiler I'm going to give right now. Anyway, I give this episode a 7 out of 10, only because I feel like it was all character development. Like, they literally just made this episode to give us a bunch of character development, and then, you know, really bam it out in the next episode, which is the fall finale. So anyway, I give this episode a 7 out of 10, but I'm going to get into the spoilers now. So if you haven't seen the episode, check it out. Come back to this part of my review. So anyway, the main focus in this episode is two things. One, Harvey Dent and Ian Hargrove. Let's talk about Harvey Dent for a second. Harvey Dent is introduced as a very nice person, and God, they squeakled, or whatever they want to call it, sequeled the crap out of us right now. They gave us Harvey Dent, and what they did with him is the first thing we see him is he's flipping a coin, talking to one of the, I guess he is a lawyer, of course, and I guess he had to work with someone who was a little kid. He got himself in trouble. He's like, you know what? Heads, you free. Tails, you go to jail, but make me a promise. If you get free, you will go to, you know, whatever he said, like church or mass, and then you will praise God and, you know, do your homework and everything like that. Anyway, of course, it was a double-sided coin, both heads. The kid chose heads, which honestly, I would choose tails. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to jail if I was that kid. But anyway, they did sequel the crap out of us by showing that, oh, this is, look, it's Harvey Dent. Look, he's using a coin. Oh my God. And there's also another scene where he freaks out at the person who he's accusing of the Wayne's murder, because of course he was assigned the Wayne's murder. That is what Jim Gordon's idea was. He's like, you know what? I'll assign Harvey Dent. He's kind of like the only person I can trust in Gotham right now, who is a lawyer. And I hope they stick with that idea. I mean, Harvey Dent was always a good person before he became Two-Face. Now, he does have that, you know, mixed personality, but they don't have to shove it down our throats. I mean, that scene where he yelled at the person was just like, it felt weird and awkward. Like, I was like, it was like, oh my God, why is he yelling? Like, holy crap. But it was like, I don't know. I couldn't see it, you know? I guess Harvey Dent looks like he has like an innocent face. But then, you know, when he becomes Two-Face, it's like, yeah, that's not innocent. Half your face is burn off, dude. Come on. But anyway, they really did shove it down our throats a little bit. And I was like, oh my God, stop it. This is weird, you know? That was weird. Whoa, what am I talking about? Anyway, Harvey Dent will be returning in future episodes. He's actually in the preview for the next episode, and we will be seeing him all throughout Season 2, if there is a Season 2, which there most likely will be because this show's doing pretty damn well as of right now. Anyway, he will be a season regular in Season 2, as their plans are of right now. So anyway, we're done talking about Harvey Dent. Let's talk about Ian Hargrove. So Ian Hargrove has an obsession with creating bombs. Now, actually, Ian Hargrove is a good person. Now, he is a little bit insane, and by the end of the episode, they're going to bring pretty much every insane person from Blackgate Penitentiary and bringing them to the Arkham Asylum, which is a 200-year-old asylum in Gotham City, which really sticks close to the comics. I like the way the asylum looks. It's tall, it's massive. It definitely looks like it would be the Arkham Asylum we would get from the comics. Anyway, like I was saying, Ian Hargrove is not from the comics at all. He has an obsession with creating bombs and blowing up buildings that hold guns in them because he feels like, you know, guns are wrong. And he actually is a good person. Now, if we ever do see him in the future, he's only insane. Like, he's the actual person in real life that would go to an asylum. Like, all the other people in the asylum should just be dead. Like, the Joker and all those people should just be dead. But this guy, he is actually sort of insane. Realistically, he would be in an asylum in real life. Anyway, I like the actor they chose for him. I don't know if we're going to get to see him in the future, but as of right now, he was a pretty good actor. And the story behind him is that Fish Mooney hired a bunch of people to kidnap him. He was on his way to Black Lake Penitentiary. They kidnap him, take him, and then they basically make him create a bomb so they can destroy Falcone's money, because, you know, Fish Mooney's like, you know, F you, Falcone, I'm going to destroy your stuff, even though it's all the money. She could have just took it, but she wanted to make a point by blowing it up instead. Anyway, Ian Hargrove is officially in Arkham Asylum, and by the end of the episode, it looks like a lot of people are going to be going to the Arkham Asylum, and we're probably going to be seeing a lot more, you know, energy focused towards that in future episodes, because I think Jim Gordon gets assigned to work in Arkham Asylum. I don't know if that's true, but maybe. You know, that could be one of the synopsises for episode 10, which is the fall finale, which is next week. By the way, let's get on. Anyway, besides Harvey Dent and Ian Hargrove, we also got to see Selena Kyle. Now, Selena Kyle, she's been in a few episodes so far. I like the actor. She's about a year or two, you know, years under me. You know, like I'm like 16. She's like 14 and a half, I think. She might be 15. Anyway, I think she's hot. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to get too weird. But, you know, I asked my friend, and I'm like, you know what, do you think Selena Kyle's hot in Gotham? And he was like, no, her eyes are too far apart. And I was like, dude, come on, she's banging. Whatever, that's my personal opinion. Please comment down below, do you think she's hot? Don't answer that if you're over 20. You know, make sure you have to be around the age of her to answer that question. I swear to God, if I find out that a 30-year-old man comment on my thing, or my video saying, like, she's hot, I will call the police. I'm dead serious. So anyway, the reason Selena Kyle gets up, you know, and moves to Wayne Manor is because she is sort of now a witness of the Wayne murder. I mean, she did see literally everything, and she gave a sketch that literally looked like no one. If they stick close to the comics, the person that did kill Batman's parents, or Bruce Wayne's parents, is literally just a thug, but it does not look like that at all, because I will explain what happens in the preview for the next episode. But anyway, let's stick what is going on in this episode, which is episode 9. Anyway, Selena Kyle comes to the Wayne Manor. We get to see Bruce fighting a little bit. He's boxing with Alfred, and he's also testing his willpower by literally jumping in with all his clothes on. I was like, what? They didn't even touch on that. I mean, Selena Kyle was like, you're so weird, which probably was because he jumped in the pool with all his clothes on. That's just weird. And anyway, he was testing to see how long he could stay under breath, and he looked a little bit disappointed when he got out. But anyway, Selena Kyle and him are sort of doing a little gooey things. I mean, in the TV show itself, I think Selena Kyle is only 1 year older than him, which is good, because if we ever do get to see Batman, a Batman TV show that's related to this, they would be close together, unlike most of his villains, which would probably be already dead because they're so goddamn old. Anyway, Selena Kyle, she's hot, so I was kind of like, oh my god, I wish that was me. Anyway, she's kind of playing a 13-year-old on this TV show, so it's kind of weird, but in real life, she's my age. So, just saying that. God, I gotta stop talking about that. Anyway, Selena Kyle and them have a little bread fight, which I don't know where the bread came from. Like, they were throwing, like, billion different pieces of food. I was like, where? You were literally over the couch, and then you're picking up food. Like, where? Does Bruce Wayne keep food under his couch? Like, what? That's weird. Anyway, this episode was really good with Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne. Honestly, if you didn't know this, this is a fact right here. In the beginning of the TV show, when they first planned it out, Bruce Wayne was supposed to be a side character. Like, a real side character. Like, they barely were supposed to touch on him. But they completely changed that because, one, the actor is freaking awesome. Like, that's Bruce Wayne down to the bone right there. I love it. And everyone loves Selena Kyle, so they decided to put those two together. So anyway, what's going on right now is kind of like, I don't want to say last thing, but it was definitely not a part of the original script. They definitely gave Bruce Wayne a hell of a lot more scenes, which is good, because then we can touch on Batman a lot more, and maybe we'll get to see a Batman TV show if the popularity grows. And finally, let's talk about the last event that happened in this TV show, and that, of course, would be that Penguin finds out about Fish Mooney's snitch, which, of course, is Lisa. Now, that girl, whew, wow, she's smoking. Cannot get me wrong. They chose some good-ass actors. Lisa, Barbara, I mean, damn. Oh, God, just wait till I get to the one scene with Barbara and Reen Matoya. Anyway, what's going on here is that Penguin is publicly working with Maroni when secretly working with Falcone. Now, if you didn't know, Falcone is the one that found out everything. He and, you know, Penguin are kind of like the top tier. Now, really, Penguin is after Falcone. So he's working with Maroni, with secretly working with Falcone, with secretly working with himself. And now that he finds out that Fish Mooney has to snitch, he's kind of threatening Lisa. So really, he is pulling all the strings right now. Like, he thinks he's working with everyone thinks he's working with him, and he's just like grabbing all the strings, and all of a sudden he's just gonna pull it all down. That might happen next episode, because in the preview for the next episode, we got to see a little bit of a knife action right there up to his throat. I was like, oh my god, don't kill him. I literally love the Penguin. Don't worry, they're not gonna kill him. They just won't do that. He's the Penguin. God, he is an awesome character. I honestly am afraid. I don't want this to happen, even though it would be kind of cool. They might adapt this Penguin from Gotham into the comic books, which mean they would pretty much somehow switch the Gotham or the Penguin in the comic books right now to a skinny version and the personality of the one we see in, you know, Gotham, because everyone loves Penguin. Literally everyone. So the last thing I want to talk about is that Barbara gets back with Rain Matoya. They had a little relationship in college. They were fooling around, you know, girl on girl action, and it looks like it's back here again, which is awesome. Not in that kind of way. It's just, it's natural. It's, wow. Touchy subject, very touchy subject. Anyway, they're getting back together, which is, yeah, we all literally got to see one small tidbit of a scene at the very end of the episode. But anyway, let's get on to the preview. The preview for the next episode, the only thing I really noticed would be the assassin that is going to be after Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle, probably because they are attached to the Wayne murders and everything like that. The assassin is unknown right now. She probably will just be an assassin. She won't be like Deathstroke or Ravager or something crazy like that. So don't get your hopes up. It's probably just a normal assassin. No biggie. Now, I'm not saying that's true. It could be like a League of Assassins member, but let's be honest. I think it's just going to be a normal assassin. And we got to see Bruce Wayne jumping a building, literally going from one building to the next, which was like, what? Holy crap. We also see a gun getting pointed to him. So he's going to get into action. He'll probably get to use the new fighting skills in action, which is going to be awesome. Maybe someone will throw him into a pool with all his clothes on, and he'll be able to breathe. I mean, come on, I'm with Selina Kyle now, and that was kind of stupid. Anyway, that are all my thoughts for today's episode. I'll be reviewing next episode, which is going to be the fall finale. I'm so excited for that. If you like me being really hyper, I want you to comment down below saying, yes, I like you being really hyper, because I just sniffed so much apple pie. What am I saying? Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, post them down below. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My name is Tommy from ZD Comics, and thank you for watching.